Hey, and welcome to the newest episode of Liam Looks At, where I quickly review the games that I have recently beat. Of course, I stream every Friday at Twitch at twitch.tv/LiamTheDM, so you can check me out there. But I did not stream this one. This game, I have been playing it since it originally released. So it's been a very long time of me working on it, and I decided to finally up and play it and finish it. And this game is Far Cry 5, as you can see from the gameplay. So what actually had inspired me to play this game is I've been really kind of in the Far Cry mood, and this is one of the few that I had not beaten. I have not played 6, and I have not played New Dawn, and I have not played what was it, Primal, which don't worry is on my list. I'm kind of excited to play that one because I know so little about it and it's so different. But what inspired me to play this is obviously I have the Xbox Series S now, and so I thought I'd play it because I know the frame rate is boosted. But I decided to actually finish it on the PS5 because I'd already had a file that was pretty much done. I just needed a few more missions, which probably in the 3 hours that I had to play to finish it up. And yeah, I just thought the resolution on this Series S was pretty lackluster. I'm gonna have I have footage of both PS5 and Series S on here, and you can definitely tell which one is different. But to go into the game, I thought the game was okay. My thoughts on Far Cry is I'm a huge fan of the series. I've always loved the Far Cry series. It's always been it was the first game I ever got on the Xbox 360 was Far Cry 2. But before that, I had played Far Cry Vengeance on the Wii, which everybody loves that game. It's awful, if in case you're wondering. But yeah, I've played every single Far Cry game. I had played every single one up to 4, and 4 is when I just had kind of started to get a little underwhelmed by the gameplay. I thought 3 was amazing, and then 4 was fun, but I just kind of was over the gameplay. I skipped Primal, and then I got Far Cry 5 when it had come out because I really liked the setting, and that's the game we're talking about today, so let's get right into it. I do like the setting. I think the setting is one of the more interesting ones, being obviously in America, in Montana. I just think that there's not much to do. I found myself, in my memories of playing, obviously most of this and currently playing it, there's just a lot of running around wondering what you are supposed to do. There's not a lot of direction. It's pretty much, I think I played most of the game not doing missions, just liberating outposts and saving hostages and stuff like that, because all of that builds up towards your resistance points, which then go into fighting there's 3 areas, the area boss or one of the seed family members. So yeah, so I thought that it just there felt like there was so little of a story in this game, which usually I don't mind, but I feel like the gameplay was just kind of stale. This is one of those games that I get really hyped and I get like, man, I watch videos and I see people playing Far Cry. I'm like, I want to play Far Cry. And I always jump back into this because I never finished it. And man, it just sucks my interest in Far Cry. It just sucks it out because I don't know. There's something about this game that is just boring. It's fun for like 5-10 minutes and there's parts of it that are fun. But for some reason, it's just so boring. And maybe it's the fact that it's in America and maybe there's a lot of sameness, but I really like the setting. I think the setting could have really worked. Overall, I think the game is fun and it's a good Far Cry game and it's a fine game. But I just think that it's lacking on the gameplay front. The story, I think, is the weakest Far Cry story I've ever played. I see people saying that Joseph Seed's a really great villain. I think he's awful. I think he is the most just saying words that sound menacing or like make him sound kind of like an intelligent villain, but in reality I just think it is just boring and makes no sense really what he's talking about. And then in the end it's like it's supposed to all come together, but it's a rambling of a madman, and then in the end it's supposed to be some big thing. But I will say the final mission of this game after like a big boss fight, I was on the edge of my seat, excited. So I will say, if you play the game all the way through to conclusion, there is a great set piece moment that I think is one of the best out of all the Far Cry games. So, I mean, if you really want to play the whole game for that, then go for it. Do I recommend this game? I do if you're really looking for a fun shooter or you really like the Far Cry games. But if you're kind of on the fence and you haven't played all the Far Cry games, I don't really recommend it. I think there's better ones. 3 specifically, even 4 is a better game. Far Cry 2 is a fun game. I have yet to play 6. I do have it, so I am going to play it here soon for this list. But yeah, so I know on the last video I said it was going to be Assassin's Creed 2. I'm kind of going back and forth and wanting to finish it. I think I am going to finish Assassin's Creed 2, and I'm still working on Cyberpunk. So check out those videos. We're going to have more videos coming up, some scripted, some off the cuff like this. But yeah, stick around to the channel, check out my Twitch, and have a great day. See you.